Damn, this thing was the fuck. Okay. And here's what needs to happen. Here's what needs to happen. This thing needs to be. I need still need more practice with this step before I actually use it again. Let it go. All right. Go ahead with any questions. Hi, Karen. Hi, Fiji. Wait a second here, because my phone. I would like to know what is my husband's energy towards me now, and what does he have planned for me? I applied some serious pressure after he did something so stupid. Yikes. So he has fucked up again. Let's see. Let's see. Long story short, he has a gambling addiction. Ah, I see. Okay. Also, before I always heard about like gambling addictions through the commercials and stuff like that. And then one time I did. Um, what was it? You know, on cruise ships they have those casinos and stuff. Well, during my senior trip, I had to, went on one, and I started playing with that like machine, that coin machine, and I could suddenly see why people got addicted. I was like, how do people get addicted to that? And I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. All right. VG, you'll be after Miss B. Okay. Let's see here. My guys and ancestors that love protect me. So, what is Miss B's energy for Miss B? What's her husband's energy towards her? And what does he have planned for her? Like after everything. So, what's his current energy towards her? What does he have planned for her? First off, these 2, 3. Alright, I need it. Alright, give me a second. Alright. Karen, you'll be after VG. So let's see. Alright. Queen of Pentacles. The Moon. Temperance. 4 of Pentacles. And 2 of Swords here. So how does he feel towards you? So he feels like eventually he's going to have to defend himself in court. Mind you, necessarily what these cards mean, but that's just the vibe I'm getting, of course. Because, yeah, like you said, he did something so stupid. So at one point he thought he could pull a fast one, because you come up as Queen of Pentacles and he's coming up as the Moon. And you have your Temperance, which in this case is Breaking Bad. So that would talk about feeding into an addiction, because, Breaking Bad was all about drugs. Tell me about Temperance, 2, 3. Yes, I told him I will sue him. Yikes. Yeah, him doing something stupid. Come on, 4 of Pentacles, 2, 3. 4 of Wands. That's thinking about the family that he did have, but still, like, what's his energy towards her? 2, 3. Well, the energy right now is like having to legally protect himself. Tell me more. 2, 3. He took money out of my account and transferred into his for gambling. Yikes. Yikes. I am so sorry. Knight of Pentacles, the Hangman, that's Dexter, and then Ten of Cups. Right now, as far as his energy is towards you, like he knows that he fucked up and he feels like he's gonna have to protect himself financially or have to prepare for the worst. Um, and it feels like he did not think about things. He understands that he's not gonna get his family back. In a Ten of Swords, he feels like he's really done himself in because with the Ace of Pentacles, he knows that you're gonna get a lot out of this right now. So that being said, what does he have planned for her or planned for the situation? 2, 3, 4 Swords, Death, the Chariot. Tell me about Death. 2, 3. The Devil. Tell me about the Devil here. 2, 3. Close the account or report fraud. Yep. Queen of Cups. Tell me about Queen of Cups here. Ten of Wands. He doesn't necessarily have a plan other than to just roll with the punches at this point. Because part of it did have to deal with that other woman. At some point, that's like kind of like how it started. And with the Ten of Wands here, like this is him having to take responsibility. Tell me about the Chariot. 2, 3. Tell me about this, please. Queen of Swords. Tell my Queen of Swords here. It's more so like he's going to sit back and let whatever happens because he's dead in the wrong about things. Also, give me a second because I don't think I did what I was supposed to do on this. Okay, no, it's still attached to Wi-Fi. All right, cool. The hell? All right, cool. Does he have anything in mind when it comes to maybe dealing with her legally? 2, 3. This wants to come out. Nine of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. He's going to try and work a deal out with somebody on how to help him. Because with the 7 of Swords, again, like a man and a woman, he knows that he did something wrong, and he knows that you're going to get the most out of this financially. 10 more, 2, 3. To my 6 of Pentacles, 2, 3. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords here. The Hermit. I think he's going to try and talk to somebody like a lawyer or whomever else about how to deal with this financially or the best way to deal with this, because he knows, again, you're going to get the most out of this financially and that what bothered you, what happened really bothered you. Like, he knows that he's at fault, so the best he can do is just plan for the worst and just like, he was like, okay, well, who can I talk to about this? Who can I get to help me about this? Because I'm going to be done in. He knows this. It's just more so a matter of like, okay, how can I deal with this? What's the best way I can deal with this legally? But that's what I get. What's your second one? Also, I need to make more videos here. Hey, I gotta ask y'all, I got a question for y'all, should I say? I've been slacking off because of the move and everything else, because I just moved again. So that being said, when it comes to my regular YouTube videos and shit like that, is there any type of reading that you guys would like to see? Like, is there any type of reading, like, when it comes to, like, love or career, like, anything specific? Like, is that individual gonna come back? Is this gonna work out? That type of shit here. Because eventually I'm gonna go back to stuff. Right now, I'm just being a lazy bitch and just trying to set shit up around the house. Ow. Your Wi-Fi is lag. Yeah, it does in here. Right now, it seems pretty good. So it might be maybe affecting other people. What's his energy towards his mother, Maxine? I told him what his mom said about him, and it was really bad about what she said about him. And will he And what will he do about this? What she say about him? Tell me the tea. Keep cutting off when mm. No, that was me, believe it or not. If I pull down, I have an iPhone, so when I pull down the screen, it kind of blacks out the screen a bit. That was me just trying to check on stuff and whatnot because other people were sending in. That was me. That was me. Just know when the screen blacks out like that, that's me. I really need to charge my iPad. That's exactly what I need to do. Let's see here. What's his energy towards his mother? Okay. Or what will he do? Alright, well, let's see here. My guys, the ancestors will love protect me. Actually, let me do this with another deck. Girl, she said he was been in America for years and can't buy a home and keep his family there. Oh, wow. Ah! And now the younger son was that's... I know this much. I am not a mother, not yet. Eventually, at some point, I will become one. But wow. I mean, I think it's a blessing that she recognizes that her son is not doing what he's supposed to do as an adult, as a married man too. Like, you're not keeping your family together. Like, you're not helping your wife keep your family together. You're out here doing all this other fuck shit. You can't maintain your finances, and I'm disappointed. She can't say that. But then again, when it comes to the older generation, they don't ever hold back, and that's why a lot of their kids don't talk to them. But I bet you, I'm not gonna say that his behavior towards you. I'm not gonna say this as an excuse, but I can see why he acts the way that he acts. Because imagine if she's really like talk like that about him, not just now, but like ever since he was a kid, like constantly comparing him to his siblings, like her doing that. I can see why he turned out the way that he did. I'm not excusing it, but a lot of these parents will be like, I just don't understand why my son or my daughter's doing this. Well, he used to kind of tear him down like a dog, and they built up a lot of resentment and anger, and now they kind of lash out at other people. So in hindsight, it's your fault. Oh, my feet. It's a little dry. But yikes. So let me see here. It's my guys' ancestors that will protect me. What is Miss B's husband towards his mother and what she said? Is some of this reversed now? What's his energy towards her and what she said? Cross out, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's his energy towards her and what she said? 2, 3. I know that had to hurt. Strength. 8 of Swords. Ace of Swords. I mean, I think, I'm not going to say it bothered you more, but I see that it kind of has you in your head a little bit more than him. Believe it or not, it's like this. He recognizes that, like, yeah, what she's saying is right to a certain extent. Knight of Cups, King of Swords. He does acknowledge that he should have been more caring and more loving and more sincere. He acknowledges that. As well as, I don't know if she's a Leo, but this is also a card of somebody that has a lot of pride and a lot of ego about them, as well as somebody that's somewhat unapologetic. So I think he realizes that, not realizes, but again, like acknowledges that what she's saying does have some truth to it, as well as like he knows he can't necessarily argue with it. And I get this feeling of like, yep, that's her. Temperance, 10 of Cups, 9 of Swords. I think if anything, it probably bothered you more because I know you're a mother. I'm pretty sure like it bothered you a bit more, kind of like made you feel a bit anxious or just kind of like in general like a little bit disturbed that she said that. I feel like that's more on your end than it is on him. But at the same time, it's like Temperance and 10 of Cups. Like she expects her kids to be able to maintain relationships in a very healthy way. 6 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. I'm not going to say that she wanted a daughter or anything like that, but the thing is he knows he can't really argue with it. Like that's how she is. That's how she's gonna move forward with it here. But the high priestess, mind you, the high priestess, the energy that this person carries is more so of one that's like very graceful, intuitive, knows what they're doing. They keep quiet. She expects her kids or expected him or at least wanted him to carry on like this and lives off their money like a bum. Yikes. Hi Tiffany, how can I ask a question? All right, so here's how. So my description box, it gives you a list of like how many like questions you can pay for and how how much each of them are, as well as where you can pay for them because I have about 3 payment options. So I have PayPal, Cashapp, and Venmo. So you just send payment through there, and then when you're done and whatnot, just come back here and tell me like, hey, I donated, or you can be like, oh, hey, I donated for this much, and then I'll be like, okay. I also have a list because a lot of people do come on here from time to time. Just like after you tell me like, hey, I donated or I tipped or whatever else, just again like, um, let me know. As well as after that, I'll just put you on my list, and then like I tell all my new people, don't put down any questions until I call you so I don't, confuse your question for anybody else's. Don't say it. All right, so the description box is right below the title. Let's see here. It's right below, it's like in the box, if you click it, where it has a bunch of hashtags and stuff like that. And then if you click the, show more, it just extends down. But anyway, so what is he gonna do about it? Well, tell me about Page of Pentacles first. 2, 3. 10 of Wands. Oh, I do see that it does stress him out. Because she's been like this. So this is a peacock, and usually peacocks can represent arrogance. I wouldn't be surprised if he felt like nothing he did was enough. So I have empathy for him there. So what is he going to do about what his mom said about him, though? What is he going to do? First off, please, 2, 3. Because I can understand, I can understand her frustration in the sense of like, my son's being a disappointment. Like, he's not supposed to be doing any of this, and he's running amok. That's harsh. So excuse me. 2 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. No, he's not. I don't think he's going to do anything. Or at least from what I'm seeing right now. Now, maybe in the future the energy could change, but he's not going to do anything. I think you may want him to do something about it even more, but he's not going to do anything. Like, walk away from it. She's only frustrated because he is not paying for her to live in America for free. And that's the thing about a lot of these people. A lot of these, I'm going to be very careful when I say it. That's the sad part, but it's not only just like people that immigrate here, but even people here. When you have kids, you are their parent, you're supposed to take care of them, that type of thing. Now and again, like you have some parents that do work together because they have no other choice, but at the same time, you are the parent. That's not their responsibility to take care of you. It is your responsibility to take care of them. But I don't think he's going to do anything about it, though. Not right now. Probably not right now. What was their argument about? I don't really see an argument right now. But let me see here. Will these two have an argument about what was said? Will they? 2, 3. The Hangman. 5 of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. It depends because he chooses his battles with her wisely. It really depends. He told me they did about money. Oh, okay. Then let me see here. Give me a second here. Let's see. Guys, the ancestors when it came to money, what did they argue about? What did these two argue about? First off, these 2, 3. When it came to money, what did they argue about? 2, 3. What did they really argue about? The Chariot, the Sun, the Tower. About how she feels like she's supposed to be. Money for a vacate. That makes sense. The Chariot, the Sun, the Chariot is traveling, the Sun is happiness. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. how she wants to be, she wants to do different stuff, wants to be free. Yeah, no, he's right. That's what the argument was about, as well as like how she feels like she should be moving forward, what she should be doing. Um, and he may have been telling her like I don't have it, as well as he may be like being like if I do this, it's gonna place a lot of stress, and he was probably standing his ground, because like she's asking for a lot of money. It did because he stole money from me to give to her. Oh, yikes! I am so sorry. That was shitty of him. In my opinion, I think he needs to cut her off. Honestly, I mean, ugh. She needs to put her ass into a job or find herself a nigga and either way get her money that way. But don't be bothering people for a fucking vacation. Ugh. Well, he can. Yeah. Well, he did what? Oh, excuse me. Can you ask? Will he can? Oh, will he did? Well, will he give it to her for a vacation, or will he tell her to fuck off? Which one? Mm. Also, let me look something up. Will he cut her off? He needs to. I'm sorry, you're good. No, but he needs to. Because I'm gonna say this much: I am not a fan, nor am I. I'm not a supporter of abusive parents. I feel like if you put your kids through the ringer and they stand up to you in whatever way, you better eat that shit up like Cheerios and have a nice fucking day. Will he cut her off? Will her husband eventually cut off his mother? Will he too? Free? Nine of Swords, Ace of Wands. No, he wants to though. Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Because he still wants family. That's why he keeps giving. Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, but she keeps demanding. Yep. I wonder if she's a Leo. Yeah. Let me ask this. Is this woman emotionally incestuous? Is she positive card? Yes, and card. No, is she 2 or 3? No. But what's your third one? Mm. Mm. Oh, that's how much it costs? Fuck. Now, does he realize he made a big mistake doing this, and does he regret what he did now? How does he feel about treating him? Okay, well let me see real quick. Let me see about all this. But this is why people need to get it through their thick skulls that when people do stuff like that, It is, they never have their best intentions at heart or whatnot. This is why my also, in my opinion, why they don't need to ban abortion clinics. When somebody tells you I don't need to have this kid, I don't need to have this kid, because she is a big example as to how parents will present their kids and whatnot. I can see why he turned out the way he did. I can. I'm not gonna excuse his behavior at all. Like, no, fuck him for the shit that he did to you. Like, he's a horrible person. But no, I can see exactly why he turned out the way he did. I definitely do. Let's see here. That's weird. So I want to know. My guy's ancestor. Tell me, Miss B's husband. Does he realize that he made a big mistake and does he regret it? Was Southeast 2 to 3? Exactly. Yep. Shit like this be happening, and then people be like, "How does this happen?" The parents. Oftentimes it is like that. Other times it's just the kid themselves. But anyways, Knight of Pentacles, the Sun, Temperance. I will say that yeah, he does realize what he did wrong, or he's slowly coming to that realization, because Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. He feels like he's seeing that he should have taken a better route to maybe complete his goal in some way, shape, or form, rather than trying to make himself or somebody else happy. Um, King of Swords and Magician. He knows that he was wrong. Now, as far as like regret is concerned, there could be some regret, but King of Swords is here. This card showing up lets me know there's going to be a part of him that's, I'm not going to say is going to justify his actions, but more so try to make some sort of like sense out of it in a way that he finds logical, that prevents him from feeling regret, if that makes any sense. He knows what he was trying to do. Okay, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, there is regret to a certain extent, because it landed him nowhere. If anything, it's landed him without money and now without a home, without a family. Um, because he thought he was doing something hot. He thought he was doing something. Um, and yeah, and he. But the thing is, what I like about his energy is like he acknowledges to a certain extent that this is his fault, this is his doing, and that with the Two of Wands too, it's like instead of fighting this or whatnot, I have to, take another direction. So he does realize, he does know, he is beginning to regret or feel some sort of remorse. So that being said, how does he feel about how how his wife is treating him? How does he feel? He's 2 3. How does he feel? Oh, excuse me. Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit. He's trying to not let it bother him, because he knows, like, deep down, like, how would I say this? Like, you're not like a gummy bear, but it's almost like he knows that deep down there's that part of you that's very grounded in his wife, but he's very reflective and knows why. Six of Swords is what. Here's how he feels about it. He knows he's gonna have to roll with the punches. Because with this Queen of Pentacles, like at one point, not to say that you were ever docile, but it's just like you were the wife in the sense of like, this is my role here. I'm sitting here quietly, nicely, taking care of whatever else, and he does not have that anymore. But that's his fault. Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. He wants to offer something, but he knows that it's not going to work. Like, things are not going to go back to the way they were. Yeah, strength. So he's kind of like holding his tongue, it feels like. But that's what I got. What's your fourth one? Also, give me a second. It's going to go black real quick. Okay. No, I don't see. All right, cool. All right. Hi, Kai. All right. So, Kai, you will be after Karen. Also, Kai, since you're new here, please refrain from putting down your question until I call on you. That's just so I don't confuse your question for somebody else's in the chat. Otherwise than that, you are free to talk amongst the chat. Or ask me whatever other question that's not pertaining to any questions you're asking. Or what you paid me to ask, whatever. Alright, chat. Oh. How does Maxine, the mom, feel about me cursing her ass out? And what's her energy towards me? Gotcha. As you should. I do not blame you. I'm going to try and use this deck. So this is a vice versa one. So bear with me. I don't work with this one. I haven't worked with this one in a couple of years. Alright. My guys and ancestors are lovely. Take me here. How does Maxine feel about Miss B cursing her ass out? How does Maxine feel about this? My guy's the ancestor loves me. How does she feel about this too? Free? Alright, so Willow's gonna flip it. So 8 of Pentacles. The Emperor. I'm gonna flip it over and see what else. 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands reverse. No, 10 of Wands, I'm sorry. And then King of Wands. How does she feel about it? She knows that she's wrong for what was said. She also feels like you're standing up for him because she does place way too much burden and expectation on her child, or on her son, should I say. And I feel like it's like the reason why she's done so is like this. So with this 8 of Pentacles, you can see here, you have this one guy putting in some work and you have the child right next. So the thing is, of course, she's put in the work to provide for, you know, her sons and whatnot. And I guess she expected him to turn out some way, you know, the son. And I feel like the Hermit, and I feel like whatever you said to her, however you said it, it made her realize too, like deep down, like how she got herself into this predicament, and basically kind of like happened by who she was having kids with. I don't know if she's still married to their dad or whatnot, but it contributed to how things panned out with her sons and how like they both, you know, went on or whatnot. I told her I'm pressing charges on him, as you should too. How else does she feel about, how else does Maxine feel about this be cursing her house? Does she feel like first off this 2, 3? 4 of Cups. She didn't like it. 9 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Why is Page of Pentacles here? Why is that here? No. Why is it here? 2, 3. The Empress. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, and the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. Like I said, she didn't like it because she feels like, as you can see here, this 9 of Pentacles, she's supposed to have this lifestyle where she's glamorous and she's doing well. But I don't know, she feels like she's entitled too. Ace of Pentacles. But at the same time, she feels like her son is doing stupid stuff with money and whatever else here. So how does she feel about it? She didn't like it, but um she recognizes that she was wrong, as well as like how she was able to, like how she got to where she's at in the first place. She also is maybe stewing in the fact of like, I did this for my kid and I expected him to be like this, and I feel like you're standing up for him and you're doing whatever else. But she's also kind of like the root cause as to why he is the way he is. All she said was, he brought you a car. He bought you a car. Yeah, that's how a lot of not old school women, some traditional women are. And I know it would definitely hurt their feelings to be like, yeah, well, just like your husband probably bought you a house but had a secret family on the side. You see how one does not cover for the fucking other? Like, this is not the day and age where you have to stay with a guy to survive anymore. But that's their thing. And she's probably saying that because why, when it came to his dad, she took his shit instead of being smart enough and be like, okay, either like if she was willing to stay, like, okay, well, I'm gonna gather whatever money and I'm gonna find a way to kick you out or take my kids and leave, or get her own shit and leave with her kids, right? But a lot of them, they know that they were wrong for staying in that sort of situation, so they're gonna be jealous of any woman that's strong enough to leave because they didn't do that back in their youth, and they don't really have anybody else to blame but themselves. So. But yep. What's your last one? I see it. Okay. All right, all right. Tiffany, you'll be after Kai, as well as Tiffany. Since you're new here, please refrain from putting down your questions until I call on you. That's so I don't confuse your question for anybody else's in the chat. Otherwise than that, you are free to talk amongst the chat or ask me whatever off-topic question. Okay. So how does Devon feel about me blocking him, and what's his energy towards me? So let's see. Give me a second here. I need to clean some of this shit. Give me a second. I'm trying to see what deck I went away from. I don't want to do that one. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Alright. So how does Devon feel about this deep walking? How does he feel about this? 2, 3. Well, how does he feel about this, and what's his current energy towards her? How does he feel about all this? Cross out these 2, 3. How does he feel? 10 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Swords. It stresses him out because, again, if this is still about him like being stupid or whatnot, With the Wheel of Fortune and Page of Swords, like he thought he could get his way, or maybe somehow like turn this all around in his favor, or at least like try to create some sort of good change. Um, but now realizes that maybe saying certain things or spying wasn't working as well as maybe he could be spying. Maybe um, High Priestess, Six of Wands. He feels like you want to be left alone and realizes that right now maybe he needs to focus on himself, or yeah, focus on himself, focus on his own success, perhaps. Maybe focus on getting certain things off the ground. Three of Cups, Page of Pentacles. But this makes me feel like a way like he doesn't want to take no for an answer somewhat, but I don't feel like he's gonna be like creepy. But it feels like he's going to try and find some sort of way to offer you something to either reconcile, or besides going towards other people. So my Three of Cups, 2, 3, or either that, or he feels like there's other people. Six of Cups is the past here. Not Six of Cups, 2, 3. Oh, I see here. It's more so like he doesn't want to repeat of the past, so he may want to fix this or find some way to talk, because he does feel rejected. So my Four of Cups, 2, 3. Death. Yeah, perhaps I don't think he wants this to loom over his head. So with that being said, what's his current energy towards her? 2, 3. Two of Wands, Five of Cups, and Five of Swords. So he does feel a bit defeated in this situation and feels upset, and again, feels rejected, and feels like, okay, maybe I should just take another direction away from this situation for now, but is still looking for you to like open up the door again. Um, yeah, Nine of Swords and Knight of Swords. Because perhaps with this Nine of Swords and Knight of Swords, like he came at you in a way that you didn't like, and it gave you some anxiety, and he knows that. Yeah, but he knows that like I think he learned his lesson. Like he needs to be smarter with what comes out of his mouth. But at the same time, with the Two of Cups, he may be wondering that there's like somebody else too. Out. But that's what I get. So he's kind of stressing and tripping over it. But that's what I see. BG, go ahead with any questions. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, so the screen's gonna black out real quick. Let's see. Okay, cool. I am gonna get her this. I'm gonna get her this and this. These two. Okay. Whose turn is it? I'm not listening at work. Right now it's VG's turn. She has 3. Just like you've got 3. So you're after VG, Karen. My old boss is trying to reach to me to move schools, but I'm scared. You see me leaving my current job to go with her? I'm scared to change this. I see. I think you told me about her wanting to do this like months ago. Like I remember you mentioning something. But let's see. Ooh, come on, come on, come on. Actually, now let me use this deck. I love the way that it looks, but I just hate the way it feels on my hands. It's almost like it's trying to cut it. Let's see here. I sure did, but I didn't leave. Yeah, because I remember you telling me this. I'm like, wait a minute, didn't you tell me about this? And what was it? Maybe like last year or year before last. But let's see. Let us see. I guess that's what the love protect me. So will Gigi leave her current job to go with her old boss? To her current boss to the new place. Will she? Or stop please? Will this happen? 2, 3. I did a year ago. Okay. Let's see here. Will you do this? 4 of Wands, Queen of Wands. This woman is serious about you. You like her wanting you to go, like a new structured place. 4 of Cups, 3 of Swords. 8 of Cups is here, so it's possible that you definitely could. However, instead of like this woman standing up, she's sitting down. I can see why you're scared of change because 4 of Cups is here. Like this woman has a particular goal in mind and she is very confident about it, but you're worried about being let down. Yeah, 9 of Wands, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. And again, I feel like your boss, like they're envisioning like whatever this new place is about, like tackling certain issues and being very serious about it. And again, they do have a good level of confidence about them. 5 of Cups and Queen of Swords. But it may have been disappointing that you didn't go. Either that or, again, like you said, like you're afraid of change. Like perhaps you're afraid of being disappointed, but still, will she leave? Will she leave? Will she take this offer to leave? Let's talk these 2, 3. Let's see. 9 of Cups is the offer. 10 of Cups. Right now, I'm getting a yes. There could be offers for more money, as well as like maybe this place being a better environment. Princess of Cups, 9 of Swords. You actually might do better there, potentially, or that's at least like how it's envisioned, but again, it gives you anxiety. So do I see you leaving? I do see it that reality, yeah. Like there's different, mind you, there's like different timelines, different realities that exist. This one that I'm picking up, I'm just saying that, do seeing like, okay, there is a high possibility that you could. Either that or what's being offered is actually pretty good here. But still, let me see this much. If Gigi does leave, will she do good at this other place financially and in a career sense? Will she? Cross off these 2, 3. Ace of Swords, the Devil, Justice, the Star, 3 of Wands, and the Tower. 10 of the Devil, 2, 3. King of Swords, 10 of Justice, 2, 3. 4 Swords, 10 of the Tower, 2, 3 here. The Empress here, and then the Chariot. I feel like this. It's a possibility that you will get what's maybe that what they're promising, what the vision is, but it definitely could take some time. There definitely could be certain things that happen. I feel like ultimately what's promised will happen. I would say that like if she wants you to go with her, okay, fine. But I feel like everything needs to be ironed out first and set in stone before you go. Because if you go, I do see maybe some hiccups and whatnot, as well as it'll take some time for you to really get up to the point where where they promise whatever they promise, especially verbally, will happen. Like there's gonna be some delays or some waiting. Things will definitely happen, but that's what I'm saying. Like things need to be ironed out first. So I would say like if she goes to this new place, I would say wait a couple months to maybe a year, and by that point, everything should be good to go, and then go. Matter of fact, let me see if Vigi does that. Like if she waits a couple months to a year to follow after this woman, will everything be good then? 2, 3. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Yeah, everything should be up to speed. 9 of Cups. Yep. Yeah, 9 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 10 of Swords. By then, all the conflict could be gone, as well as like certain failures moved out the way. Either that or it's my 5 of Wands, 2, 3. Ace of Wands, on my 10 of Swords, 2, 3 here. Yeah, by that time, everything should be good. Everything that would have went wrong would be ironed out. So that's what I get. So that's what I get. But do I answer your question? Do I see you? Yeah, but I would say my honest opinion wait a couple months to a year or so for everything to be ironed out about wherever this place is, and by then things should be good to go. I would still say do your research and make sure everything's up to date before you do that. And that's if you decide to do that, because I can understand, like, I don't want to jump into this thing and then be disappointed because I got bills to pay, yada yada yada. So yeah, thank you for asking about my finances. You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to return her phone call after spring break. Yeah, but that's what I would say about it. Like, wait a good while or whatnot, and even then, make sure you, of course, like, take a nice survey of the place. So, but yeah, but that's my honest opinion. What's your second question? 2, 3. Right. Do you see me traveling this summer? Half of me wants to travel, but my finances are finally getting better. Like you said, they were in March. Yay! Awesome. So do I see you traveling this summer? So let's see. Give me 1 second. Why do I want to use that deck all of a sudden? Hi, Deb. Why do I? Let me use this. Oh God. So I'm usually able to channel messages with this deck. I don't know why I want to use it for this one. Spooky ooky, but let's see. I'm not gonna use it to put that at the deck. That's sacrilege. All right, do I see you doing it? Let's see here. Should I? Not. Let's see here. Let me see. My guys, the ancestors at Lovelies Welcome. So will Deb be traveling this summer? Will she be traveling this summer? Like, taking vacations or whatnot? Will she be traveling for Southeast 2, 3? 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, 3 of Wands, Page of Swords. Okay, tell me something before I actually say what I'm going to say. 10 of Page of Swords, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. 9 of Wands. I see you looking at different sites. Like, if you're looking like Travelocity or whatever else, we're seeing how much flights cost or hotel costs. Especially once you really get all your ducks in a row. I see you looking to do so, especially like 3 Wands is a travel card, as well as like you see this little like book that this little skeleton bird has. This would talk about a passport. The 9 of Wands is here. This is just, I wonder if you're wondering like, I know you're Hispanic, so I don't know if you're actually like from the islands or whatever country. Like if you're straight out of there. Um, I don't know if you're looking to go home or to some place where there's a lot of women that are known to do like a lot of work out in the field or something like that. I don't know. This would also talk about the need to kind of like get certain issues out. Like my appointment for passport is Friday. I need to get mine done. What was it? My mom tried to get hers done like 2 years ago or something like that, but there was always like some sort of issue happening. Um, Seven of Pentacles. That would talk about the need to account for things. Um, really to really take account for things. So yeah, like if you have everything in a row, I would just say like, hey, make sure you don't miss any payments. Make sure everything's up to date. Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups here. I don't know if you plan on taking your husband with you. Six of Swords is a travel card. I'm looking to see my family in Cabo San Lucas. Where's that at? I've heard of Cabo before. Oh, Mexico. Awesome. Okay, cool. Um, King of Wands. That's a bunch of sightseeing. The Fool. That one makes sense too. This is, but mind you, this is like the Santa Muerte Tarot. So this is like Dia de los Muertos. So I don't know if you're planning on going sometime in October or November or whenever that happens. I would like to go see like to go during like Dia de los Muertos or whatnot. Like on YouTube they have those 4K walks so you can see everybody's ofrendas and stuff. I just think they're totally beautiful. I wish my city had that. Like a thing where you can just like pop by a neighborhood and everybody's just doing different stuff. I would love to see that one day. I definitely would. But still, like, will she be able to travel? And then the Chariot is here. Will she be able to cross off these 2, 3? Now I'm looking for the summer, June or July. Sounds like a good time. But will it be able to? Five of Pentacles, the Devil, Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is like a go, like yeah, but here's the whole thing. Five of Pentacles can talk about financial instability, and then you have here the Devil. I will say make sure, like I said before, make sure everything's put away because you could forget like, oh shit, I forgot to pay for this, or oh, I forgot that this was due, or something like that. Something that could hold you back, the Wheel of Fortune. Otherwise than that, things could definitely go in your favor. Um, I will just say like make sure you're caught up on everything. So with that being said, what else about this too? See? My Glass, Discovery, that's a Leo. Okay, again, and then that's what, again, it's like saying something about like make sure everything's um make sure everything's taken care of. Like you could accidentally like leave something behind. I think it's related to finances, but it's like make sure everything's good to go before you actually do this. Make sure like whatever loose ends needs to be tied up is tied up. Yeah, look, see, change, travel, settlement, honesty, and then okay here. Like I was saying before, I definitely think it could definitely happen. However, fuck. Like I said, I think it could definitely happen. But why the hell is this thing buffering? But just make sure like whatever loose ends is tied up, especially like if you plan on taking your family. The last thing you need to be like is, oh, I forgot to deal with this. I forgot to deal with that. So I definitely think it can happen. Yeah. It's just more so like when you leave, make sure when you leave, everything's tied up. Like, okay, I'm done paying for this thing. This is paid for the month. Like, check every nook and cranny, that type of thing here, because it looks like something could definitely be missing when you travel. Um, Folklore, turmoil, like, yeah, because the last thing like you need to deal with is when you get back. It's like, oh shit, I forgot to deal with this. Oh fuck. Like, damn, I forgot this, or damn it, this, that, third, and the fourth. If it's as well as like even when you travel, it could just be that type of thing of like make sure you don't forget things that you're not supposed to forget, like your passport, of course, or a toothbrush or something like that. Make sure like when you take everything that's supposed to be taken, make sure you got out all your shit straightened out. That's basically what it keeps on repeating. Make sure everything's ironed out. Make sure you don't forget anything. But Will you? I definitely see it happening again. So will she? First off, please. 2, 3, 4 of Cups, the Tower, High Priestess, and then the Magician here. Not unless you get everything in order, like you should, and I feel like eventually you will. Then it can definitely happen. So that's what they're saying. But especially like when you get ready to fly or whatever else, or take a train or however you get there, make sure everything is ironed out. And just make sure that's what they keep stressing. But that's what I get. What's your last one? Let's see. All right, please wait. Give me a second. And then, hey Terry, you Smith. Yes, give me a second. Oh, excuse me. You think you feel more comfortable? Of course. That reminds me, I have to plan like, okay, what trips I want to take this year because it's already fucking March. Okay, there's that. Okay, so that one. All right. Let me fuck. All right, Deb, you'll be after Tiffany. And then Terry, you'll be after Deb. And then Terry, you'll be my last one. All right, so Deb, you're after Tiffany. All right, I see that one. Okay, cool. All right. Kai, you're after Karen. Am I next? No, Kai, you're after Karen, and then I'll call on you. Also, let me... Shit, there we go. My son ended up getting probation for the DWI he got. How will things go with that? I'm so scared for him to mess up, but he tells me he will go to trade school. Honestly, I feel like trade schools are better than college, depending on what you do. Of course, certain things you're gonna have to go to college for, like if you want to do like medicine or something like that. But yeah, as far as him getting probation, that's better than him going to jail. So, hey. All right. So how will things go with that? All right. Let me see here. Some guys ancestors loves him. He wants to go for electrician, but I tell him talk is cheap. I need him to prove it to me. No, I completely understand. Not to mention, he has to realize like trade schools, they do cost money. However, I do know some of them have job placement. Like for example, so I did a coding boot camp for my software development because I just decided I'm like, all right, school's kind of holding me back, so let me just do this. But their thing was like instead of me paying during me taking the courses, it's more so of like, once you get a job or whatever else, then you pay us back. Job market is shit, but I'm still paying these people back, but I'm going towards something else though. So, but what I'm basically trying to say is like, um, help him look for one that does job placement, as in like they defer tuition until after he graduates and after he finds the job or whatnot, and then he can pay the job back with his money. That would be better on you. I don't know any trade schools that do that though, especially in whatever area you guys are in, but I'm just saying that is something that I highly suggest for him. So yeah, anyways, guys, ancestors look to me. So since her son got probation and whatnot, how will things go with that? Like, how will things go with the situation now that everything's been decided? 2, 3. Thanks, I will look into that. You're welcome. Let's see, how will things go? Ace of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles and Six of Cups. So how will things go? So him getting probation for that type of thing, he basically got a slap on the wrist. So this is a time for him to have like a new start, for him to definitely work on himself. And I feel like he is reflecting back on past actions. But here's what I will say with the Seven of Pentacles. It doesn't feel like a deep reflect. It's just more so like looking at how things have gone. So unfortunately, it's not like I'm feeling like he's learning his lesson, but it's not like I'm feeling that like he's not willing to learn it either. It's just more so of a simple like, okay, damn, I did this. Tell me about Seven of Pentacles, 2, 3, 5 of Swords. Yeah, because whatever he was doing wasn't the best, but he has new opportunities ahead, and he does have that option to work. Tell me more. 2, 3. King of Swords, Three of Cups, the Moon. Give me a second. Tell my King of Swords, 2, 3. Four of Wands. Tell my the Moon, 2, 3 here. Knight of Wands. I've seen this before, but more so in a TV show, and I think it's playing out. I don't know if it's something that you've acknowledged or you've spoken up about. So this is telling me one of two things. These three cards is telling me one thing, and then all of this is telling me another. I feel like eventually he reaches a place where he realizes that his stability is important rather than maybe partying, because he sees that where his behaviors have gotten him. The other thing here too is I wonder why he acts out the way he does is because he may want his dad's approval. Um, and therefore that's why he gets anxiety and may feel ashamed of himself. Or maybe he feels like he won't get his dad's approval. I have no idea. Um, Ace of Swords, Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords. I think maybe it may take like a firm voice to tell him that this stuff is not only like putting a stress on you, but him. Because like I know he's young, but it's one thing, and I've told another young man this, but like he was like 14. No, well the kid's 14. He's currently 14, and I told him, I'm like, hey, the shit that you do right now will definitely affect you later on down the road. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Like certain things don't do, stop doing. But anyways, with that being said, is he going to do better? Is his son going to do better since he's on probation right now? 2, 3. Stop. Five of Wands, Knight of Swords, Seven of Cups. He needs an outlet. I don't feel like this doesn't feel like he's going to get into something per se. It feels like he is riled up and he does have maybe a lot of internal conflict, as well as I don't know if his dad's been getting on his ass. I will say that if his dad has, especially like the way that he's doing it, I would say stop it. Um, Ten of Swords, Eight of Cups. I feel like he is going to start looking at other options as in terms of like maybe what to do, as well as maybe feel a bit confused, but may walk away from hurtful behaviors. Now, with that being said, is he and then Two of Pentacles like actually start going back and forth about like what's worth it and what's not worth it. So I feel like he's going to start really using his brain. So with that being said, is he going to go to school? Is he 2, 3? Is he going to do that? The Sun, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Nine of Swords, King of Cups. He may or he may not. And then the Hangman. He's kind of still in between that because it's like he knows it'll make you happy. It'll make him happy. That's a good future for himself. But it's like there's a part of him that doubts being able to become this King of Cups, which is somebody that's very emotionally intelligent and stable. I feel like he's going to try his best to definitely balance out his emotions. Yeah, because the Justice and Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, because right now the law is definitely on his ass and it's going to determine what he's going to do if he fucks up or not. So basically, how will things go because of all of this? Honestly, I'm not going to say that I see him crashing out, but I will say that there are some triggering factors. I feel like his dad needs to get a grip, because I know you told me that they've gone at each other basically like cats and dogs. I feel like it's going to start clicking like maybe I can't continue to do this. As far as the school thing is concerned, he may or he may not do that because he worries about maybe not becoming a good person. At the same time, I don't think he's gonna try and become a crash out either. Basically, like acting out. I feel like he's gonna start using his brain. Um, this is also the card of like trying to gain success. He's going to try and find what's best for him. So my suggestion for you, like I know he said like, okay, I'm gonna do this to become an electrician. Rather than doing that, I'm not saying that that's not good. He needs to find out what he wants to do personally or whatnot. Like for example, if he likes cars, perhaps become a mechanic and then learn how to be like on his own mechanic shop, how to add like custom like modernizations to it and stuff like that. If he likes doing that, basically find out what his passion is and get him on that. Now with that being said, let me do one last thing. With that being said, here is her son seeing that. Is he seeing that that he needs to kind of like slow his little roll and be careful 2, 3 in the future? Is he seeing that now? 2, 3. The Hangman, Knight of Pentacles. He recognizes it and eventually will go deep in thought, like deep into thought about it. The Queen of Swords, the Devil. I know he does at times seem like a brick wall. The Hermit, the Chariot, and the Six of Wands. As well as there's a possibility that he'll continue to do what he wants, but I feel like as he gets older, it'll sink in more. Will he learn to stay out of trouble during probation? 2, 3. Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Swords, 10 of Wands. That's more of a thing of time will tell, but there's a thing here of like moving past certain stuff, but maybe it being a bit stressful. 2 of Swords and King of Cups here. Some of 2 of Swords, 2, 3. And Justice. The other thing here is too, is not to say that there's a possibility that he'll fall back into doing dumb shit, but 2 of Swords can also talk about a no or feeling blocked off, and then Justice is the law. So that's also a possibility of something happening to where like he may gain a strike or something like that. It's not necessarily guaranteed. But all I'm gonna say is in his case too, I feel like again he's coming into an energy of like realizing that this isn't it, slowly but surely. He may continue to do what he wants, or he may continue to do what he wants, but safely. Um, I also would recommend some way, like shape or form, getting like trying to help him out with the root causes of his issues and stuff like that. Especially like maybe pertaining to his dad, because I do sense that there is some sort of like built up anger that he has. So I feel like if you're able to iron that out, like softly, gently, and whatnot, it may help him out in the future. But that's what I got. Karen, go ahead with any questions. That's what I see. All right. All right. Thank you so much. You're welcome. How does Sam feel about the argument I had with him about taking too long to marry me and that I'm about to leave him? Let's see. Give me a second. All right. Also, give me a second. I'm going to straighten all this out. There's a lot of clutter. Also, I'm going to use this deck to help. Excuse me. And I blocked him today. You did. Purr. All right. Let's see here. Baby, listen to me. That was so bad. That was so bad. All right. Let's get to it. My guys and ancestors are looking at me. So I understand feel about the argument I had with him about taking too long and that I'm about to leave him. All right. My guys and ancestors are looking at me. So how does Sam feel about this argument that he had with Karen? How does he feel about this? 2 or 3. How does he feel about it completely? The Knight of Wands, 6 of Wands, King of Cups. He didn't like it. 4 of Swords and 2 of Cups. So here's what I get. There's a thing here of increasing, like getting increasingly egoic and arrogant about it. He didn't necessarily like it. However, I think deep down with the 4 of Swords and 2 of Cups, like he does love you. He doesn't want to see you go, but it would also disappoint him to see you with somebody else. He also feels like you're not pleased in a relationship, like you're not satisfied. Page of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. And he knows that he should apologize and offer more because you're wanting something long term. But with the 3 of Pentacles, I feel like he doesn't want to offer it because he feels like he has other things to do. Now, what those other things are, I have no idea. But tell me about 3 of Pentacles. 2, 3. 2 of Wands. It feels like he also wants to like offer you like some sort of compromise or give you some sort of offer to not make you so that you don't leave. How many more? 2, 3. 9 of Pentacles in the World, but he does know that you're serious. He also feels like you'll thrive without him. So overall, how did he feel about this? Yeah, and that with the 10 of Swords at the bottom, that does hurt. So overall, how does he feel about the argument? How does he feel about what you said? 2, 3. 5 of Cups, 7 of Swords. I see you're a Queen of Pentacles. Like, how does he feel about it? Disappointed, because he feels like he's not doing enough, and he knows he's not doing enough, but at the same time with the 7 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, like he feels like you're not afraid to do what needs to be done for yourself and your own well-being. You said that you blocked him, and 7 of Swords is that. So 7 of Swords can talk about being sneaky, but it's not you being sneaky. He just knows that the process of you cutting him off is starting to begin. Yeah, Page of Swords, he's seeing that in 3 of Wands. It's almost like he feels like he's waiting for the worst, or didn't realize this would happen. 5 of Pentacles, yeah, he's starting to feel the effects of it. Tiffany, hello. Who are you currently on? Right now I'm on Karen. You'll be after Kai, who's after Karen. But that's what I see. But hey, we threatening niggas all 2025. Amen. Amen. Yes. But no, I'd be over it too. Because at this point, it's really not hard. It really isn't. Thank you. You're welcome. sorry. Is it me? No, no, I'm just telling Tiffany who she's after. That's all. She's after you. Oh, say the. What the fuck do I have that long there for? What is this? What? Oh. Okay, there's that. There's that. There's this. You know, I'm gonna. Alright, will Preppy give back my money? Let's see. Okay, so guys, ancestors will tell me, will Preppy give Karen back her money? Will this person do this? 2, 3, I hope so. Alright, the Magician, Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Cups, 6 of Swords, Ace of Swords. Yeah, I think so. Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Will this person give her back her money? 2, 3. Yeah, they will. They'll have no other choice but to do so. Yeah, because the Tower, Page of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. There's a part of them that doesn't because I don't know if they're going through an unstable time, but they know they don't want to cause any issue either. How long? Let's see here. Days to months, days to months. How long will it take for this person to give her back her money? Days to months, please. First off, please. 2, 3, it's days to months. 3 cards. Wait a minute. Let me try this one. This is what I usually do my timing. All right, days to months, please. Days to months. 3 cards, please. How many days to months will Preppy give back her money? Give Karen back her money. How many days to months? 2, 3. 1, 7, 7. Okay, so it could be within a week, or 2 months, or 7 months. Then I have here the Chariot, and then I have, these are 2 7 cards here. So it could literally be by the summertime, so about Cancer season. Let's see here. What zodiac sign season is Karen likely to get her money back in? 2, 3, because right now we are in Pisces season still. So, in what zodiac sign season will she likely get her money back in? 2, 3. Page of Pentacles, so in the Earth sign season. So, wait, and then this is a 4, the 4th. So, literally, it could be next month because next month is the 4th month, and Taurus season does begin in the latter half of April. So, it could literally happen by Taurus season, and then the latest would probably be Capricorn, which would be the end of the year. As well as 7 months from now is October. So that's like what? Libra, Scorpio season at the latest. But you could definitely get it by next month. Is there a specific zodiac sign season though? Can you give me a specific zodiac sign season? 2, 3. That's not telling me anything. Give me a second. And I get my bank on them. Give me a second here. Okay, what zodiac sign seasons is Karen likely to get her money back from Preppy? First one, please. First one, please. 1, 2, 3. Capricorn. So, like I said, the latest is by the end of the year. Uranus. This is Capricorn, Aquarius, if I'm not mistaken. Air. One more card then, please. 2, 3. Gemini, and then Libra. Honestly, anywhere from now to the end of the year. Um, Now let me see here. Why would it take this person some time to give her money back? Why? For stop this 2, 3. The Sun, 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups. May it go towards travel or communication, 7 of Swords, as well as this person being purposefully dodgy. So I would say this much: if you want it back now, I would start applying pressure, because they will take their sweet time. But I think you will get your money back probably by the end of the year, as well as like not well between now and the end of the year, as well as I did say 7 months, that being the longest. So that would be October timeline, as well as a zodiac sign season that it's likely to happen in. Could definitely be next month with this like Taurus. Again, let me see here. And one card again, tell me. And one card, tell me what zodiac sign season is she likely to get her money back? 2, 3. The Hangman, Pisces. So it could happen relatively soon too. So I would say anywhere between now towards the end of the year, and that honestly is tracking because a lot of people take their sweet time getting people back their shit. I won't lie, one time it took me several months to give my mom back $27 because I kept fucking spending money. And at that point, by the time I gave it back to her, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, I forgot why I need to pay you back, but I just know I owe you $27. But that's what I get. I know it sounds aggravating, but that's what I get. What's her last one? All right, sorry at work, you're fine. But you're on your last one. Last question. Um, Excuse me. Will I pass? Oh, excuse me. Will I pass phlebotomy test? All right, let's see. Hopefully you do. Let me use this deck. My guys and ancestors will protect me. So I'm gonna do this aces trick real quick. My guys and ancestors will protect me. So for this one, the aces. 1 ace for a no, 2 aces, 3 or 4 aces. I'm sorry. 1 ace for a no, 2 aces for a maybe, 3 or 4 aces for a yes. So will Karen pass her phlebotomy test? Will she pass her phlebotomy test? Will she? Again, 1 ace for no, 2 aces for maybe, 3 or 4 aces for a complete yes. Will she pass this test? Press copies. 1, 2, 3. Press one cup here. Right, one. Right, in a second. Okay, let's first step together. 1, 2. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4. So I'm getting a yes and a no, so I'm getting a maybe here. Let's see here. No, oh, wasn't the lovers with the? Okay. 6 of Cups is talking about the past here. I would suggest going over the entire book that you've studied so far, whatever notes you've taken. There's something about the past here. Make sure you go over everything thoroughly. Because usually what professors like to do is throw in shit that people barely remember from the very start of class. So that being said here, why am I only getting a maybe as to why she would pass it? 2, 3. The Star. Ace of Wands. Okay. Ace of Swords. Death. And the Hangman. So it all depends on not only you remembering like key factors, but also this will talk about burning questions and stuff like that. And then death here. So it all depends on you, not only remembering key factors, but also very important things, even stuff that other people, like other things that you may have found to be like, you're just like, wow, I didn't know that. So the shit that you didn't already know about blood or syringes or whatever else here, go back on that, like things that kind of like, you're like, oh shit, I did not know that, that type of thing. Interesting information, as well as High Priestess, Knight of Wands. It also depends on how fast you take it. Just make sure to slow down, because it's like you know the answers, but and here's the whole thing. A lot of times it's not like when they fail tests, it's not because they didn't study the material, but sometimes there's a thing of like getting really excited about the answer and putting down the wrong thing because you got like way too much confidence almost, if that makes any sense. So there's a whole thing of making sure to slow down, to read, to recall things to mind. And then Nine of Cups. There also may be open-ended, not open-ended, but questions that you may have to answer by writing out, depending. And then Page of Wands, and then the High Priest. It's just more so like this. Make sure you go over everything and not just the key factors in your test. Make sure that you take your time and go through it, as well as, again, make sure you look over everything, because certain things you may have to, like certain answers you may have to kind of like write out, is what I would say. You got 10 of Swords, King of Cups, which is liquids, and then the Devil. Also, I don't know if you guys learned it. I don't know what's in the books or whatever they gave you. Maybe there's something here about the need to go over certain liquids that may affect blood, as well as addictions or anything that they talk about, including like liquids and addictions and other bad things that could happen. That also may be very important. But that's what I get. So will you pass? It all depends on certain things, is what it's saying here. So my whole thing is just make sure that you look over every single note, even shit that you think you'd remember. Make sure you go over that. Make sure you prepare to write things down. Even stuff, again, like you don't think is important, or you're just like, oh, I had no idea about this, or I don't see why that would be on the test. Just look over it anyway. But that's what I'm getting. Kai, go ahead with any question. Oh, cramps. How is Messiah feeling towards me in our connection? All right, give me a second. We're saying goodbye in April. I just told him that this morning. Oh, not this morning. I'm moving, feeling emotional about it. Okay. All right. Give me a second here. All right. So my guy's ancestors are with. So how is Messiah feeling towards Kai and their connection? How? I'm gonna take it right now. How is this person feeling about Kai and their connection? How's Messiah feeling about everything? Cross out these 2, 3. Karen, thank you. You're welcome. Also, me. How are you feeling? Knight of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Okay. 7 of Cups reverse. 3 of Cups. Ace of Cups reverse. All right. Tell about 7 of Cups to reverse 2, 3. 2 of Pentacles reverse here, and then Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. So how are they feeling about things? It's like this. So I know you're moving, like you said. So with the Ace of Pentacles, they may want to offer something to maybe either continue the connection, but it feels like more so like continuing communication. I feel like this person, they do care to a certain extent. However, with the Eight of Pentacles, it's almost, how would I say this? I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. They almost, not that they're glad that you're moving, but it's almost like, okay, well, perhaps I have more time to maybe put more effort into myself or into my work, because they're seeing things for what they are, in the sense of like, well, there's nothing more that I can really give to this or juggle around with this. Um, they may be happy that you're, beginning, like, having the beginning into like, okay, well, hey, you get to know new people, as well as may want to keep up with you, but realize that maybe things for the time being is done. Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, Eight of Cups. They may want to like give an offer to maybe like continue communication, but at the same time, they're going to detach in a way of like, okay, well, hey, there's nothing I can do about it. It doesn't feel like anything heavy, like shit, she's going. It's just more so like, oh, okay, well, hey, that's going to be as it is. 2 of Swords, King of Cups reverse. Why is King of Cups reverse? 2, 3. 3 of Wands. Yeah, Eight of Swords reverse here. But the one thing they do want you to see, not to say that they don't care, but at the same time, they're kind of like, okay, well, Eight of Swords reverse is releasing yourself from something. So I don't know if like where you're currently at, like you feel trapped, or you just know you needed like a change of scenery, but they're seeing it as like, okay, well, you're in this area. So they're not really like idea of you moving. If anything, with the Three of Wands, they're just like, okay, well, it is what it is, whatever. So with the Three of Wands, this person is going to continue to look to see like what else is coming in their life, what else is going to happen in their life per se. Eight of Cups reverse, 9 of Pentacles reverse, 5 of Swords, and then the Chariot, as well as like, not to say that you want this person to chase after you, but I'm just saying like if you were wondering or hoping that this person would feel torn up about you leaving, they're not going to. Let's hear the Chariot, Ten of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, because they may not have felt like this was going to be a long-term thing anyway, is what I get from it. That's how they're kind of looking at things. Well, this wasn't going to last forever. Like, oh, this isn't going to last forever. There's no use in me fighting this. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles reverse. Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords. Um, yeah, so all I'm gonna say is if you're looking for this person to be torn up about this or wondering if they're gonna be defensive about it, they're not. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, well I guess that's that. Like happy trails. Like they may be like, okay, well, hey, let's keep in contact. But I'm not saying that they're gonna be glad that you're gone, but they're like, okay, well, hey, it is what it is, whatever. So that's how they're feeling towards you in the connection, like the entire situation as a whole. Like this wasn't gonna last forever, so whatever. That's how they're viewing it. Yeah, it was complicated. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, Tiffany, go ahead with any questions. All right, what is my wife's current energy towards me? All right, give me a second. All right. All right, let's see. What's their current energy towards you? Let me go ahead and put down this question. Or this deck. Let's see. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna straighten this all up. I'm gonna stack up the boxes and let them do that. Excuse me. Sorry. Some guys and ancestors that love protect me. So, what's Tiffany's wife's current energy towards her? What's this woman's current energy towards her? It's for 1, 2, 3. Ow. Sorry, I'm cramping. The first day is never good. Anyways, what's your wife's current energy towards you? The World. 7 of Swords. And then 6 of Wands. So here's what I get off the bat. With the World card, this person could be thinking about freeing themselves, or is glad that they can maybe on their own or do things a certain way and leave a certain cycle behind. And with the 7 of Swords and the 6 of Wands, this would hint at some sort of deception happening or somebody wanting to kind of get out the area, but at the same time maybe like scoping out how they can do so. That would guarantee the most success for them, if that makes any sense. There's also a level of maybe like anger or discomfort in the situation. Maybe them not saying anything to you. Yeah, because the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands. One of this person feels like they gave a lot, especially financially, or feels like maybe this isn't worth it anymore. And if this doesn't have anything to do with it, this may have to do with a person connected to you. They may want you to leave that individual behind because they can see exactly how it's going. So I don't know if there's somebody like around you that might be playing you, that they see it, or this person's kind of like playing off of like what's going on sort of a daily basis, and they're just kind of like trying to maybe work off of what they see there. Do I send the swords here? 2, 3. 9 of Cups. Some of 6 of Wands. 2, 3. 5 of Cups here. And then the Chariot. As far as your wife's current energy, and I'm going to pull more. In all honesty, here's what it feels like. Not to say that this person's playing in your face, but they may have felt hurt or kind of like disappointed about something. So it feels like maybe this person's kind of playing a bit of a long game to maybe either like leave or try to move past a certain cycle. And part of it maybe by just trying to be happy for the time being or try to appear that way. When in reality, maybe they feel overwhelmed or maybe they feel like you're overwhelmed. Um, yeah, because the Chariot, Five of Wands, Six of Cups. There's a whole thing of like wanting to move ahead and move past some sort of conflict, especially something stemming from the past. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Moon. I will just say this much. If there's something that you did that you had no business doing, they may be aware of it. Or they're trying to play their cards right. Knight of Wands is here. So their current energy towards you is more so of one of, honestly, this is like looking for a way out or looking for a way to like kind of like confront a particular issue, or they're hoping that you would catch on to something happening around you that they don't really like. So that's what I get here. So you'd have to tell me what's going on and whatnot, because that's what I'm piecing together so far. We are separated and I had to go no contact on her due to a lot of drama she created. Ah, okay. Yeah, that would explain that, because Knight of Wands is just being a crash out, just doing dumb shit, and then Queen of Swords is standing her ground. Okay, that makes sense. If that's the case, then too, with the Page of Pentacles, she may want to talk again, or may want to give some sort of offer or a peace offering, because this is extending an olive branch. Okay. Oh, that's what I see. What's your second? What's your second question? What's your feelings towards Jay? Gosh, give me a second. Let's see. Okay, that's such a little thing. So, wait, let me answer it with this deck. Okay, that's such a little technique. So, what is her wife's energy towards Jay? What's her energy towards Jay? Press off these 2, 3. Six of Wands, Queen of Swords reverse. I don't know if she agrees with him or is just like kind of seeing, or him or her. Jay's a female. My bad. I don't know if she agrees with her or sees that with the Six of Wands that, how do I say this? It doesn't feel like Jay's going on a rampage. So Six of Wands would be, that's like attention, success. This is also kind of like ruling over a situation or going about something without stopping. So Terry, you're my last one. You're after Deb. So I don't. It's one of two things. And mind you, I'm not done putting out cards. I don't know if she agrees with her or is kind of this, or is like starting to see her for who she is. King of Cups, Ace of Wands. How does she feel about her? Three of Wands reverse. I'll say this much. I feel like in the back of her mind, she knows that this person's not right or what the actual truth is. There's like a silent acknowledgement without really saying anything. Um, I don't know if your wife has feelings towards this person or kind of believed in them beforehand. Ten of Cups, Page of Swords, Three of Swords reverse. Again, I don't know if your wife believes something that this woman said about like y'all's relationship or about like some sort of family unit or whatnot. But I will say that there is some sort of like underlying acknowledgement that this person was just talking shit or spreading some sort of lie. What else? The Hangman, Page of Wands, Queen of Cups reversed. Here's what it feels like. It's like one of those friends that's like, I support this person because they're my friend, because I care for them, but knowing that like, okay, you're wrong, or I'm starting to see why the people don't like you, or I'm starting to see your faults in this. That's what the energy kind of feels like. Um, and I feel like that's her energy towards her. But even though that's her energy, that doesn't necessarily mean that she may just outwardly be like, okay, yeah, I admit Jay's wrong, or Jay's talking shit, Jay's, putting her nose where it doesn't belong, or perhaps this person doesn't necessarily have a point, or perhaps you have a point. Tell me more, please, because I'll please 2 or 3. The Fool, Chariot reverse, and 9 of Cups reverse. But I feel like your wife is starting to see too that like Jay can easily free themselves in this situation, but she'll have to deal with the fallout of whatever happened per se. So it's like, hey, if Jay caused whatever happened between the both of y'all, or is part of the reason, she's gonna see that like, okay, this woman's gonna keep on trekking forward and gonna keep doing whatever else and live her life, but I'm gonna be the one that deals with all this because I believed in what they said, or I had these feelings, or something like that, something like that. So that's her feelings towards Jay, is what I would say. What's your third one? Thanks. Does my wife have any regret about our separation? Does she want a divorce? Okay, give me a second. I'm not using that. Alright. Did I not? That's not the one there. Okay, but let's see. Deb, I'm after Tiffany. Yes. All right. So, does Tiffany's wife have any regrets about the separation? Does she? 2, 3. Does she have any regrets? 8 of Pentacles, Justice, 5 of Pentacles. I did reversals with one of them. King of Cups, King of Pentacles. Does she have any regrets? Give me a second. Stop doing that. Positive card, yes. Negative card, no. Does her wife have any regrets about the separation? 2, 3. The Tower. Again, positive card, yes. Negative card, no. Does she? 2, 3. 6 of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles. If she doesn't right now, she will eventually. Because right now this would talk about shock. The initial shock of things, as well as like dealing with the initial fallout. So eventually she will, perhaps. Right now I see that she's just kind of like stubborn, trying to perhaps like control their emotions and whatnot, trying to remain grounded. But they do kind of feel the not void, but like the I'll say like the air of you not being around, you know, of seeing how things could have been corrected, or what was right, what was wrong. Wait a minute, sorry. Tell me more, please. First off is 1, 2, 3, because I forgot I need to shuffle. 8 of Wands, the Hierophant, the Death card. A part of them may want to communicate, but they feel like this may end between the both of you. Ace of Wands. But again, I feel like she's like in her ego about stuff. Like, I think before all this, perhaps the two of you were really happy, or this could perhaps be fixed in some way, shape, form. I have no idea. So that being said, does her wife want a divorce? Does she want a divorce? 2, 3. 2 of Cups, 9 of Wands, the Devil. Maybe not. I do sense that there's like a lot of stress in her, like obsessing about things. 3 of Wands, 5 of Swords, Ace of Swords. I feel like right now she may be a little bit on attack mode, like waiting for you to do something. But again, positive card for yes, negative card for no. Does she want a divorce? 2, 3. No. No, 9 of Wands, the High Priestess. I just think that she just can't but she just can't take accountability right now. But no, she does not want a divorce. I feel like there is regret. Regret right now, there will be. It's just a whole thing of like, she does not kind of like feel that empty space of me not being there right now. Does kind of want to talk. I don't think she wants a divorce though. But I feel like she needs to like, definitely apologize for her wrongdoings and things and stop being stubborn. So that's what I see. What's your 4th one? Has anyone put a spell on myself or my wife to break us up? And if so, does she have something on her to make her stay away from me? All right, give me a second. Because I don't remember why. I made this go reverse. I need to stop doing that. Start putting stuff back up right. All right, so let's see. Let us see here. Let us see. So my guy's ancestor will tell me. So has anyone put a spell on myself or my wife to break us up? And if so, all right. Well, let's see if somebody did that. So my guy's ancestor will tell me. Anybody put a spell on Tiffany or her wife to break them up? Did anybody do some sort of spell work to break these two up? Cards off, please. 2, 3. Let's see. Did anyone? Queen of Wands, 8 of Swords, Knight of Cups, 3 of Swords, King of Cups. If anybody did some sort of spell work, it may not have been to break you both up, but it may have been to bind a person. Mind you, when you bind a person, you keep them from doing certain things. And usually the actual purpose of a binding is to prevent somebody from doing harm to themselves and to others, but you can tweak spells. I see here. The other thing here is usually you have a lot of confidence in these sort of situations, but because of the way things have played out, I can see why you think somebody would do something like that, because maybe normally your wife is somebody that's in control of her emotions or is very confident, very on top, sweet. Page of Wands, Knight of Swords. If nobody did any spell work, I feel like somebody could have definitely put a bug in another person's ear or attack somebody, or it could have been evil eye. So that being said, let's see, this is the deck that I have reversed, so let's see if somebody did. It's a love spell done by Jay. I believe she put something on my wife. Well, let me see if she did to begin with. Excuse me. Best 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3. Uprights for yes. Reversals for no. Did Jay put a spell? Did Jay or anybody else put a spell on Tiffany or her wife to break them up? Did anybody put a spell on them to do this? Or to break them up? Did anybody do witchcraft on them, period? Uprights for yes, reversals for no, that's 2 out of 3. Did anybody do this on them? 2, 3. The Hermit. 9 of Swords reverse. 9 of Pentacles reverse. No. Page of Wands. The Hangman. Queen of Swords reverse. I think now it's just more so of, and the 6 of Cups reverse is here. This would talk about past experiences popping up or history, and then Page of Wands. So I'm getting a no, but what I do get here is that Jay is a very immature person, as well as I don't know if there was history there or if she's done this before. If anything, she's probably just very good at manipulating people. Now I'll say, now let me see if she put something on your, she's put something on your wife so your wife stays away. Did Jay put a love spell on, did Jay or anybody else put a love spell on Tiffany's wife so that Tiffany stays away from, I'm sorry, so that Tiffany's wife stays away from her? Did anybody do this? Did anybody do this specific thing? Uprights for yes, I'm sorry. Uprights for yes, reversals for no, that's 2 out of 3. Did somebody do this? 2, 3. I think that's just what did somebody do this? 2, 3. This one's specific thing. Let's see. 8 of Swords reverse. 4 of Wands. 2 of Cups, no. I think there was already feelings. No. Alright, so with that being said, my guys, ancestors will tell you if nobody did any spell work, then what really happened? Why did this all happen in 2, 3? Right. 6 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, the Hangman, Knight of Pentacles. To be perfectly honest, I would not be surprised if this was something that was slowly unraveling. 7 of Cups will talk about things that you may not be aware of because of a bunch of confusion or something to do with your wife. I would not be surprised if Jay was plotting and planning. So that's 7 of Cups, 2, 3. 2. Again, I don't know if your wife is kind of going back and forth with this woman in her mind or something like that. Tell me more, please. 2, 3. Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Pentacles, and the Tower. Tell me about Wheel of Fortune, 2, 3. 8 of Cups. Tell me about the Tower, 2, 3. Judgment. I would hate to say this, but this was a matter of time before something was going to happen between these two, or yeah, if something was really going to happen between these two, or if your wife was going to do something anyway. Yeah, I could say she manipulates my wife, and because of this, I had to go no contact, and my wife acts very stupid and immature now. But I already saw it no twice. Now what I'll do to make sure that nothing happened, like magically, let me do the aces trick real quick and see. So let me do this. Two guys, ancestors, that whatever thing again. So aces, aces. 1 ace for no, I'm sorry. 1 ace for no, 2 aces for a maybe, and 3 or 4 aces for a complete yes. So with that being said, again, did Jay or anybody else do some sort of spell work on Tiffany's marriage to break up her and her wife? Did anybody do this type of thing? Again, 1 ace for a no, 2 aces for a maybe, 3 or 4 aces for a yes. You guys answer, so what can we do? Did this actually happen? 1, 2, 3. Again, 1 ace for a no, 2 aces for a maybe, 3 or 4 aces for a yes. Did this actually happen? 1, 2, 3. All right, so first two times that I asked, I got a no. Now I'm getting a maybe. Two of Pentacles and a chick. Oh, I see here. Oh, here's why I got this. Okay. It may not have actually been spell work, but here's the whole thing. Some people consider manipulation spell work, because that's, or witchcraft, should I say, because that's basically what witchcraft is a form of manipulation, whether it's good or bad. It's basically like you're tweaking with the natural order of things to make a particular outcome happen that wouldn't have happened had you not done anything, right? Um, so with that being said, Two of Pentacles and the Chariot card. I don't know if she gave her something, but didn't have to. But again, it depends on how it's looked at, as well as what was actually done. So with that being said, mind manipulation, yeah. I mean, it's manipulation, period. Unless like she hypnotized her. Um, So with that being said, why am I getting a maybe as towards like how about like anybody doing some sort of spell? Let's stop, please. 2, 3, 2, 3. Why am I getting a maybe? High Priestess. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. 3. Oh, I see here. Ace of Swords and 4. 10 out 4 Pentacles. 2, 3. Queen of Pentacles. My Queen of Pentacles, 2, 3 here. King of Wands. Justice. I see here. So the reason why I got a maybe is because of this. I mean, magic could definitely be a factor in this, but it's more so of like, this is somebody that waited and kind of already had something in mind, because maybe prior to this, again, your wife was like very grounded. But at the end of the day, too, I would not be surprised if there was some sort of prior attachment to these people. And then King of Wands. This is already having something in place, is what it feels like. Justice, Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. I would not be surprised if she waited at the right time to kind of like attack something or do something here. So did she do some sort of spell to make you guys separate? Probably. The other thing here is too, here's how I could look at it. A lot of times, not a lot of times, but it's like this. No matter what anybody does, it doesn't necessarily mean things are going to work. But if you wait till you guys are in a certain sort of energy or whatnot, and then you decide to do a spell, then can things definitely like work? In the balance tip? Yes. The other thing here is too is maybe there was like a form of manifestation per se. This is also waiting for things to come into order. So it's like this. Let's say like she's been planning something, um, and she waited till like a particular planet was in, I don't know, a certain sign or retrograde, and then she could have acted. We argued about her, which led to her leaving, and I think that's when she possibly did something to keep her. I think he separated us. So that, yeah, that's also something that could have happened as well too. Like I said, like there was already something in place. So with that being said, let's see here. That's me. Am I getting maybe? What was already in place for this to happen? 2, 3. What was already in place? Queen of Cups. Stop doing that. The Devil. Ace of Wands. Page of Cups and King of Cups. I won't say that she already kind of had your wife by the balls, but there's this, let's see here, the Devil is the other woman. The Ace of Wands will be the energy or something set up. Queen of Cups is there. 8 of Swords, or 3 of Swords. Page of Wands. I would go with your, let's see, is what Tiffany said, like true, like not true, I'm sorry. Is it right? In the terms of okay, they already separated and Jay just did something to keep them. Knight of Pentacles lets me know it kind of tracks. Again, like, is that theory correct? Like, they argued, they separated, and somebody did something for her wife to stay away. Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Is that what happened? 2, 3. 4 of Swords, 10 of Swords, not necessarily. 4 of Swords, 10. Lovers. Not necessarily. It's just more so like, I don't know how I would include it. Honestly, it's just more so like waiting for something to be in place and then kind of like when the time's right to sink a person's hooks into it. It could also been could have been by her mother-in-law, I see here. It could also been by her energy. Because a lot of times other people's energies may influence stuff without them being consciously aware. Also, go ahead and put in your last one. And then Jay took the opportunity to make her stay. We had a big I see here. So if that's the case, then I guess that would be manipulation on both of their ends. And that's how that happened. Yikes. Oh. I'm opening up a group home soon. Is it the right business to open? And if so, do you see it being successful and my purpose? All right, so let's see here. Also, give me a second. All right. My guy's name is Sasha looked at me so for this group home Tiffany is about to open. Is this the right business for her to open? Is it? Because obviously 3. Is it the right business for her to open? 7 of Wands, the Empress, 9 of Wands, Judgment, 8 of Cups. So again, positive, perfect, yes, and perfect. No, is this the right business for her to open? 2, 3. 2 of Pentacles, maybe. It really depends. Because here's what I get. It's like you have the right intentions for this, but I do see there being like some pushback and maybe some people being anxious, as well as you have your Judgment, which will talk about decisions as well as like the way that you conduct certain procedures, especially with this 8 of Cups, which will talk about people leaving and going. So I asked like, okay, is this the right thing? And it said like maybe, because Queen of Pentacles, the Star, the Hermit, it's and the Knight of Pentacles. It's like this. Your heart's in the right place, but there's certain things that you have to consider before really moving forward with this. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Emperor. Yeah, because here's what it is, to be perfectly honest. You may need to take more time before opening this to really get everything down, because with the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands can talk about some sort of idea that you have that you may act fast on, but fizz out rather than something that's like very concrete. So is it the right business? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, depending on your actual intentions towards it, or if you really have everything together, as well as maybe like the reasons behind you opening it. I'm moving slowly because I don't want to rush. Understandable. And so with that being said, Will this business be successful when she does open it? For some, this 2, 3. Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Yeah, I'm seeing that. I think a lot of people will like it, as well as like you gain a lot of financial instability. Not stability, stability. It's about Ace of Wands though. 2, 3. Wheel of Fortune. This can talk about good changes. The Ace of Wands can talk about issues that you did not see coming that could happen in time. So I do see it being successful, but do beware of certain issues that happen at some point. And with that being said, is this for purpose? Is it? Cross talk, please. 2, 3. The Tower, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. I feel like it may help you move past certain issues that you have. 3 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and the Fool. I think your purpose doesn't involve, not coming into agreement, but like connecting with other people. But I feel like there's more for you to come, I'm sorry, but more for you to experience either before realizing your actual purpose, or this somehow helps you walk right into it. So that being said, again, positive card for yes, negative card for no. Is it her purpose or a part of her purpose to have this? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Is it 2, 3? Ace of Swords, yeah. Either this or it's going to lead you right into it. It is a good idea to a certain extent. And again, you may earn like a lot of money from this. A lot of people may like it, but I do see some hiccups in the road happening. As well as it's going to help you connect more with people and push you right into what you're actually supposed to be doing, or at least seeing like, okay, well, why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? But that's what I see. I'm taking my time, get everything together. Understandable. But that's what I see with it. Deb, go ahead and put in your question. Ow. No. Fuck. This is not it. You're answering all my questions. I appreciate you. You're welcome. Aren't they closed at 2? Yeah, they do. It's too late for me to get some tacos. Fuck. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was reading something. What makes Chris think he could return? Chris! I'm sorry, I'm thinking about everybody who hates Chris. When I have self respect and worth, I just don't get his audacity to ask me to unblock him. Well, here's the whole thing because we discussed him the last time and he's a narc. Let me tell you about their mindset. Not excusing him, but their mindset because it's actually quite interesting. So, you know how when you were a kid, um, you thought the world worked in such a way that now as an adult you look back and you're like, well, that was pretty fucking ridiculous. I'll give you an example, right? As a child, I watched Mary Poppins, and you know how she floated down with her umbrella opening? I'm thinking maybe that could happen. So I would jump. Luckily for me, no, good for me, I had common sense. I would jump from the second to, or the third to like bottom stair, have the umbrella open in the house, and just jump. And even though I noticed there would be a little bit of resistance and me coming down like a little bit, I came down a little slow. Still, I'm like, oh, that doesn't work, right? Their thinking is very childlike, and it does not go past a certain point, which is why they're thinking like, oh, I can come back. Like they, it doesn't register to them. But anyways, why does he think he could just return? Let's see, to my guy's answer. So let's give me. So what makes Chris think that he can return to Deb after everything that happened when she has self-respect and worth? He's in his 30s. Doesn't matter. That's a lot of them. They're very delusional. Very. Like I was saying, like when it comes to kids, the thinking that children have, and then they grow into adults and they're like, oh, okay, well, I can see how I was like kind of like ridiculous, but I was a kid, right? This because as an adult, you know, you develop emotional intelligence and empathy or whatever else, but basically your mindset matures. Their mindset does not go past the child's in a sense. That's why they keep doing dumb shit, even though they know deep down they were wrong. They're thinking, okay, after some sort of time, okay. As well as the other thing here is too is if he's used to women accepting him back after he did the absolute most, then he's going to think that when it comes to you or the next bitch or whatever else, you know, it's going to be the same thing, which is why they're going to keep going because they're like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why am I not allowed in? Why is this? Why is that? Da, 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 da. Because. But no, it doesn't matter how old they are or whatnot. That's literally just them. But anyways, so why does he expect her to let her? Why does he expect, like, why does Chris think that he can return after everything? Why does he think that he can't? My guy's ancestor left him. Why does he think that? 2, 3. Yeah, I don't see why he thinks I will want to even breathe the same air. I don't even want to go down the street with you. I don't even want to turn around the other corner. Why does he think 8 of Swords, the 5 of Swords? Because this is somebody that's manipulative, that have had women in this sort of tizzy, as well as, you said the next bitch, yep. Because the next girl will definitely do that. The Magician, why does he think the Sun? Because again, he's manipulative, he's very manipulative, as well as, because again, he's going to keep doing the same thing, because even though death is here, um, mind you, none of this is reversals or anything like that, but the bad side of this would be like a lack of change, as well as something that keeps happening. So I would say he thinks that he can do this because he is very manipulative, as well as has had women in the exact same spot. But why is the Sun here? 2, 3. 6 of Pentacles. Because he's been able to work things out, as well as he thinks that he can work something out with you. He claims I'm the only one he wants to be around. Like, I'm like, no, sir, I'll always have self-worth. Exactly. Why else does he think he can come back around after everything? 2, 3. Excuse me, oh. You know, dating someone else is disrespectful. When it comes to narcs, they don't care. And that's the other thing too. And I picked that up here. The reason being is because this is somebody that has a lot of pride and ego. and doesn't understand boundaries. And then you come up as the Empress. So the Empress is basically the person that anybody would want to be with or be. This is all four queens in the one. Um, and the thing is, you see right through him, right? And mind you, again, just to make you understand the mindset of a narc, because I've said it to you before, like, these are people that have, how would I say this? This is something that's developed out of early childhood trauma or neglect. Um, and a lot of people who develop this, believe it or not, in some way, shape, or form, they had to like raise themselves or dust themselves off the ground because they may have had a parent that was emotionally neglectful or just was neglectful or abusive or whatever else. So controlling things is the only way that they can live or they see themselves living because it's really a defense mechanism. And what I'm about to get to is this is the Empress. So you know how you have kids that like they act up all around the mom but not around the dad? It's because the mom is more receptive and nurturing and understands. And in this case, not that he views you as a mom, but the thing is you may have a very maternal, warm energy. And even though they don't like it when people see right through them, it still presents some sort of challenge to them, as well as um it also lets them know, it also, well, how would I say this, like it also makes them feel validated per se, like even before all the harmful shit that he did, right? Let's say if he tried to present himself as like, oh yeah, I like this, I like that, I'm into this, you're like, oh, okay, cool. You probably wanted to get to know the real him, and he probably hasn't had that before, or was just so guarded and protective that when he saw you and you just genuinely wanted to be there or love him or whatever else, he may have appreciated that on a deep level, but in his own fucked up way, right? So it's just more so like wanting to have that energy back in his life, seeing that as a prize, but also seeing you as a challenge. Because usually he's able to win, get away with stuff or whatever else. Um, but at the same time, though, like sees it as a challenge, sees it as something to conquer. He describes me as nurturing. He told me he doesn't have the best relationship with his mother. Yep, and that's something that can definitely happen. Um, let's hear the Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot. It's like he wants you, but here's the whole thing. When it comes to narcissistic men like that, how would I say this? You being the one who got away, you will always be their prized possession. Now, eventually, at some point, he'll get over it probably, but it may be like years from now. And I'm being perfectly honest. And I'm saying this off of my own experience. But the thing is, you may always be this person's prized possession. Like they want you a part of their family, they want you a part of their life, but they'll leave. They'll do whatever else too. They'll get bored. That's how they get. So it's mostly the challenging part that intrigues him, that as well as like, well, yeah, that part as in like, I can't take her down, I can't, why can't she just lie? But at the same time seeing that like you accept him for who he is, or you did before you found out like, oh, this is a monster, okay. And trust me, you're not the first person who's gone through this, and unfortunately you will not be the last. A lot of women have gone through it, a lot of people, hell, even me. But anyway, that's part of it, as well as the other thing here is this too, right? People like that need a safe space to reveal their true selves in, because at heart, well, not at heart, but at their core, they are children, or whatever age they were when something bad happened to them. And like I was telling you before, to connect it all together, you know how, again, kids, they act up all around the mom or could do whatever silly thing, but when it comes to the dad, that's when they kind of straighten up, right? It's because the mom, they have that bond there that they just like, they feel like they can be themselves with. Not to say that because the dad is like, oh, I can't be myself, but men's usual nature is like stern, structural, that type of thing. It's more so like this is a person that's looking to have that sort of connection, but do whatever else they can do in. They're looking for that safe space, but without really realizing, not, well, kind of realizing, but not wanting to admit, they're like, they may be looking for a replacement as a, like, in terms of their mother, or they're looking again for that safe space, for that validation. they want to be themselves. But in this case, for him to be himself around you, that means that you would need to accept all of that, as in like, I just want you to stay right here, I just love you, but I'm gonna go out and cheat, I'm gonna go out and do this, and I'm gonna go out and do this, that, third, and the fourth. And that's how shit like that happens, as well as some people are just absolute fucking monsters. But anyways, he's thinking that he can, because this is somebody that's, again, they're used to getting their way, they're manipulative. I do feel like he actually genuinely feels like he can work something out with you because you did make this person happy. Let's see here, the world, King of Cups, and they feel stagnant without you. This is somebody that needs a shoulder to kind of like be on, like some sort of stand. Like, for example, I asked about a particular person from my past about like why about something. I forgot the question, but basically it was like this. Because I have like friends, and they're just like, the reason why this person did so and so is because they're so used to people wanting things from them that when it came to you genuinely wanting to get to know them and whatnot, they thought it was a trick. Because again, this is a defense mechanism. These people have been hurt to their core, so they have to protect themselves. And unfortunately, this is just one of the ways. But anyways, like they they thought, they're like, oh, they were actually being for real, that type of thing. Because maybe unlike other people, I gave them validation and made them feel confident in a way that perhaps they never felt when it came to other people that they've been with. In the sense of this, I was not looking to use this person. I was not looking at them as a meal ticket. I was not looking at them for just their looks. Like, yes, I was like, okay, this person is attractive, but that's not what I want. That's not all that I want. Like, of course, it's not, there's nothing wrong with wanting somebody that looks good. A lot of people do. That's not really shallow. It's just the whole thing of like, of course, I want like somebody who looks good, but of course, I'm like, I want to get to know this person, the ins and outs. That's my whole thing. I want to be your friend. I want to be whatever, that type of thing. I get careless about whatever superficial shit. I'm not trying to use you. And that's the other thing too when it comes to narcs, because people so close to them have hurt them or have said things about them. That's why they use other people, because they are actually very paranoid. So their thinking is, let me get to them, let me do it to them before they do it to me, without realizing nobody was really going to hurt them. As well as if somebody, it was just a whole thing of the need to be very proactive, as well as like, if you could see it happening, just distance yourself, right? But this is that type of thing that only a psychiatrist could fix, and not necessarily you. You're not a shrink. You're not the mom. You were just somebody that was just trying to get to know them, and you got to know them all right. But anyways, that's why he thinks that he can. It's like, I think I can fix things because I really like this person. I want them back. But at the same time, I guarantee you, they have you back in their life. They'll treat you right for some time, and then they will go right back to it. But anyways, that's basically why they feel like they can. Yes, I did all right. Be like, oh, wait a minute. Hey, Taylor, like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't ask for this. I did not ask for this. Put it back. So that's what I get. So the King of Cups is him being emotionally manipulative. Not necessarily, no. No, this would talk about a loving person, somebody that's emotionally grounded. It's just more so of like how you made them feel. He knows damn well he don't care. It doesn't matter. That's literally just their mindset. Terry, go ahead with any question, but like, yup. Just ignore him. That's what I would say. Ignore him. Hey, that's men. Ow. Ow. All right. You can't mistreat people and then act like nothing ever happened. Still, well, if he burned, okay, he burned the bridge instead of. Was it Phil? No, I was reading something. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, his ex-wife even had a restraining order on him. Yeah, that's the thing about crazy men. You actually got to do that. No, but I agree. But that's why I say, like, just don't ignore him. I feel like we can work something out. Who is we? When did you start learning French, sir? Speaking of which, what is the French word for no? I we is yes. So French word for no. Oh, it's non. None. Okay. Okay. I'm about to say. I'm like, you know what? Everybody knows we, but nobody knows no. we we can. Watch out. The next thing he's gonna start developing is Tourette's. He can start. He can start fucking teasing him, be like Le Petite Tourette. Anyway, Terry, sexually and physically, what will my next can't talk. What will my next partner find attractive about me? Okay, so do I have my sex deck up here? Ow, that hurt. No, I don't. Okay, all right, so let's get into it. All right, okay, this will affect me. So, for Terry, what will Terry's next partner find sexually and physically attractive about her? What will her next partner find sexually and physically attractive about her? Please, 2, 3. Let's see. The lovers. Okay, so usually the lovers, excuse me, in terms of physical everything about you, actually the lovers in this case would talk about two attractive people. So this would talk about everything physically, sexually, or whatnot. So I'm going to say everything to be safe. Three of Swords. Oh, as well as he may be very mentally stimulating, and that can be sexually attractive. Three of Swords would actually go towards problem solving, and then Seven of Cups is here. It's more so like you have the ability to cut the shit rather than, just be like a fucking dumbass or whatnot. Judgment and the Three of Pentacles. They also like how you can put things to work. They may find how you go through life and then your mindset more sexually attractive than your actual body. Not to say that you're ugly, no, but it's just more so of like, yes, you are very physically and sexually attractive, however, very mentally stimulating. And that's actually how you get a guy rather than whatever else, because at some point looks begin to fade. So you really got to be smart, and you are. So, what else here? Three of Cups. He also may find how you dress to be very attractive, but also the things that you say. So perhaps you can be very witty and very inquisitive. And then Six of Wands is here too. What he may find sexually attractive is also your thoughts on certain things. Five of Swords and Four of Swords. As well as this is the energy of keeping somebody guessing. So Five of Swords can talk about playing tit for tat, but that's also like waiting for the next wave of something sometimes, and the Four of Swords is a waiting period then. Um, your next partner may find very attractive how you have time to yourself. So that's like basically like leaving a person wanting more. And then let's see, your Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords, okay. And then Ten of Cups. Again, maybe how you go after things and on a mental level. And then Ten of Cups will talk about emotions. Maybe sexually attractive. And I think I've said this to you before, like liking the way that, like how your clothes may fit or how certain things may drape off of you. And that's one thing I'm getting here. So as far as like physically and sexually attractive, again, like how you wear your clothes, how they fit, what you look like, as well as like mentally stimulating conversations, your views on certain issues or certain things here, you're not being dumb, as well as like being a challenge in terms of getting your attention. And then how you also like to pursue things. So that's what I get. It's actually pretty good. Thank you so much. You're welcome. That'll be the end of this. So, again, thank everybody that came on tonight. Everyone have a good night. Bye, because I am